Okay, Torah concept in the New Testament, put on the bowels of mercy. Okay, so the phrase bowels of mercy in Colossians 3:12 sounds very New Testament, but the concept is deeply rooted in the Torah. The Torah repeatedly commands us to cultivate passion, to have mercy, tenderness, and an empathy. So the Torah parallels to bowels of mercy is God's own compassion. Exodus chapter 34. This is the Torah's foundational revelation of God's character. Compassion towards the stranger is the next one. Exodus 22 and chapter 23. The Torah repeatedly commands compassion towards the outsider. And the next example, compassion towards the poor and vulnerable in Deuteronomy 15. The Torah commands us to open our hand and our heart. This is the bowels of mercy in action, mercy that flows from the inner being into concrete kindness. Next example, compassion towards animals, Deuteronomy 22 and chapter 25. The Torah even commands mercy towards animals, showing that compassion is a character posture, not just a social rule. Compassion, the next example, as the proper way to apply Torah. In Deuteronomy 19, God defends the fatherless, the widow, the stranger, and we must imitate him. The Hebrew word connection is Rachamim, mercy. The Greek phrase in Colossians 3:12, bowels of mercy, corresponds to this Hebrew word Rachamim, and the Torah uses the root repeatedly to describe God's compassion and the compassion that we must imitate. So the context synthesis here that Paul is making, Paul is not inventing a new ethic. He is summarizing the Torah's compassion and ethic and telling believers to put it on like clothing. The same metaphor the Torah uses for holiness and obedience and covenant identity. The Torah teaches God as compassionate. We must imitate that compassion. Compassion must flow from the inner being. Compassion governs how the Torah is applied, right? Paul simply internalizes and utilizes this Torah principle. Again, this is how Paul taught Torah in the New Testament. The Torah has not passed away.